Okay, we're now looking at page 26 at number 81. Let's look at the rhythm here. We have on beat 1 a quarter note, then on beat 2 an eighth note and eighth rest, on beat 3 an eighth rest and then an eighth note on and, then on beat 4 we have 4 16th notes. So we would count that 1, 2, and 3, and 4 E and A, or 1, 2, rest, rest, and 4 E and A. Now the rhythm is the same in all the measures of number 81 except the last one. So this first measure sounds like this. 1, 2, ready, now. 1, 2, and 3, and 4 E and A. So let's do number 81 together. Ready? 1, 2, 81, now. 1, 2, and 3, and 4 E and A. 1, 2, and 3, and 4 E and A. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4 E and A. 1, 2, and 3, and 4 E and A. 1, 2, and 3, and 4 E and A. 1, 2, and 3, and 4 E and A. 1, 2, and 3, and 4 E and A. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, now just keep backing that up and working on it until you have it worked out completely. Okay, well now we're looking at number 82. So let's look at this first measure of 82. We have 4 16th notes on beat 1. Then on beat 2 we have a quarter note. On beat 3 we have an eighth note an eighth rest followed by an eighth note. And on number 4 and fourth beat we have an eighth rest followed by an eighth note. So we would count this 1 E and A 2, 3 and 4 and. Or 1 E and A 2, rest and, rest and. Notice the eighth notes are coming on the upbeat, not the downbeat, on beat 3 and 4. So it sounds like this. Ready? Now. 1 E and A 2 and 3 and 4 and. So every note, every measure there is the same except the last one. So let's go over 82 together. Ready? 1, 2, ready, now. 1 E and A 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and A 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and A 2, 3 and 4 and 1 E and A 2, 3 and 4 and 1 E and A 2, 3 and 4 and 1 E and A 2, 3 and 4 and 1 E and A 2, 3 and 4 and 1 E and A 2, 3 and 4. Okay, keep backing that up and going over it. And in all these lines, try starting with the right stick one time, the left stick another time. Okay, we're now looking at line 83. So let's look at the counting on this. On beat 1, we have 2 eighth notes. On beat 2, we have an eighth note followed by an eighth rest. On beat 3, we have an eighth rest followed by an eighth note. And on beat 4, we have a quarter rest. So we would count that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2, rest, rest, and rest. So it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So every measure is the same except the last one here. So play that with me. Here we go. 83. 1 and 2 and ready now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 1 and 2 and 3, rest. So keep backing that up and try starting on the left once, the right the next. Now we're looking at number 84. So let's look at the first measure for the rhythm pattern. We have an eighth note and an eighth rest on beat 1, an eighth rest and an eighth note on beat 2, 4 16ths on beat 3, an eighth note and an eighth rest and an eighth note on beat 4. So we count that 1 and 2 and 3 E and A 4 and, or 1 rest, rest, and 3 E and A rest and. It would sound like this. Ready? Now. 1 and 2 and 3 E and A 4 and. So every measure here is the same except the last one. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. 1 and 2 and 3 and A 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and A 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and A 4 and 1 and 2 3 and A 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and A 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and A 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and A 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and A 4. Okay, now that we've gone through 81 through 84, you're now ready for solo 21. Okay, we're looking at solo 21. We have a new concept here. We have a multiple measure rest. On the second line of 21, you'll see on the third and fourth measure, there's a long bar with a 2 over it. That tells us that we have 2 full measures of rest. We would count that 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. And that would be your beats of rest. So let's first look at line 1. And I will go through this, and you finger along with me. Just play on the rim. That's what we call fingering along. And then play along with me while you count. 1, 2, ready, now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, now this is the second line. This is the one with the 2 measure rest in it. So we'll go all the way through the second line. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and a 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, keep backing that up and going over it until you have it. Now let's look at line number 3. Here we go with line 3. 1, 2, ready, now. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and a 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and a 1, and a 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and a 2, and 3, and 4. Now let's look at the last line. Here we go, ready, now. 1 and a 2, and 3, and a 4, and 1 and a 2, and 3, and a 4, and 1 and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1 and 2, and 3, rest. So keep backing that up and going through until you have it completely worked out. Now that we've worked all 4 lines out, we're ready to go all the way through solo 21. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. 1 and a 2, and 3, and 4, and 1 and 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and 2, and 3, and a 4, and 1 and a 2, and a 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and a 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and a rest, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and a 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and a 1, and a 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and a 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and a 2, and 3, and a 4, and 1 and a 2, and 3, and a 4, and 1 and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1 and 2, and a 3, rest. So keep backing that up and going over it until you have that completely worked out and are ready to do that for a test.